Are you a free-to-play player in Clash Royale? A player that works hard and doesn't use the most powerful card in Clash Royale, the credit card? Well, today I have a deck for you. This is my favorite free-to-play deck in Clash Royale. And today I'm going to be using this Mortar Skeleton Barrel bait deck live on ladder in Clash Royale to showcase the deck and also so you can beat those pay-to-play losers.
Loser! Loser!
Enjoy. Oh, baby, we're back with Mortar. Why do I always come back to Mortar? Hey, I was talking, FCR7. How dare you play a card while I was talking? So yes, we're back with Mortar, but there is a reason we are back with Mortar. It's not just because I do like Mortar. It was the first deck I maxed. It was the deck I used to play probably the most out of any other deck in Clash Royale, and I wanted to showcase this deck, and the biggest reason why is, well, first off, it's in the title so you guys can know why. It's the best free-to-play deck, I think, in Clash Royale, probably that I've ever seen, and it's still viable today. I still think it's very, very viable. Let's support this Musketeer. Keeping the Musketeer alive is probably the biggest tip I can say with this deck, and also, if you can, keeping track of your opponent's small spell is also hugely important. If we can keep this Musketeer alive, maybe we can do something, but somehow, how did the Princess Tower lock onto the Musketeer there? All very, very good questions, and that's going to be a really good play by my opponent. Being able to get the Princess, going in with the Goblin Barrel and the Princess is absolutely insane there. Right now, he's off to a huge lead. He has a huge elixir advantage. He can easily defend this Musketeer, and then he can go in with a Hog Rider. So I'm already in a really bad spot. Why, do you ask? Maybe it's because I'm talking. Maybe it's because this guy is a pro Genji. Maybe it's because this guy's a cheat. No, I made a mistake. I made a mistake at the beginning. And one of the problems with this deck is if your opponent has a lot of ways to deal with bait, if they have a lot of small spells, if they have multiple small spells, or even, let's say, I'm trying to think of what, like, even like E-Wizards, splash damage, all that stuff can be really, really annoying for you to deal with. So in this situation, it's gonna be interesting. I have my small spell, which is Barb Barrel. I have to use it both for the skeleton or the Goblin Barrel. There's too many barrels in this game. I have to use it for both the Goblin Barrel and I gotta use it for, wow, this guy, yo, relax. This guy is a pro Genji. Take it easy, big guy. Take it easy. I was able to defend, but not as cleanly as I wanted to. This guy's doing a lot of really cool plays. I like how aggressive he's been, and it's been working out a lot for him. So he went with the deep Goblin Barrel there and went with the Princess again. He really likes to combine those two. Really, really do. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put pressure on both sides. So he does use the log already, which I don't think personally is the best play. I'm going to cheaply defend this, and I'm going to try to put pressure on both sides. Does he go for the Skeleton Barrel here, or the Goblin, not the Goblin, the Skarmy? He does go for the Skarmy. He's used a lot of elixir. It doesn't look like my Mortar is going to get the lock, but it will right now. So right now, my Mortar is healthy. He can just go with this minion horde, though, and that's going to be another really easy defense for him. I don't really have a great way to deal. Well played. I think he knows that I'm not in a great situation here. So let's predict this. Yes, he's going. No, he didn't go deep. The one time he didn't go deep. Oh, no, no, no. Is there any way I can clutch this up? Is there any way I can clutch this up? Does he have a rocket? Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. So there he goes. He already goes in with his log. This is where you got to pressure. This is where you got to put in the work. This is where you got to go all in. Do or die. Everything. Put it all in. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get much from this. He gets back to his Skarmy. He's already back to his log like we know. So this is probably going to be a GG well played. And at this point, all you got to do is just, you know what, just maybe a couple of tears. Maybe just a couple. I missed that again. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, I won! How did I win? I mean, of course I won. I'm the GOAT. This is the best free-to-play deck ever, and this is a normal day. This is a normal Monday for Cashman, or Tuesday. I think I'm releasing this on Tuesday. GG, well played. On to next game. I wanna know what love is. Why is this taking so long? There we go. Perfect. We're into a game. We're going to play Xeno. And yeah, the first game off to a great start so far. We're 1-0 on this video. Let's see if we can keep it going. I talked a little bit about weaknesses in this deck being a lot of splash, a lot of small spells. On offense, I think the best thing you can do on offense is play it slow. Play it slow. Hold the phone. Okay, that was not the right word I should have used. I should have said the word defense. This deck is not a deck you play slow. A lot of times in single elixir, you get the advantage and you win off that advantage. Put pressure on both lanes. Don't play slow. Play fast, but play defensive. Defense. Play the game really, really slow. Really, a lot of times, all you need is just one skeleton barrel, one mistake from your opponent, and that's when you could win. Really keeps track of the spells. And at the same time, it's really good to pressure both lanes. It's really good to pressure both lanes. Right now, he has to... Okay, let's just fireball that right away. Get rid of those zappies. Those are really annoying. That's going to be really annoying. I have a little trick for this this hunter that I'm going to have to deal with eventually. I got a little pro play trick. Let's go with the spear goblins here. That is going to be enough to deal with that. So potentially activating the king tower against this electro spirit could be good. He is playing a royal giant deck, so not super necessary. Not super necessary right now. Let's go with the goblin gang. Keep getting... I probably should have split it at the back, but let's see what he does. So he has the log as well. Kind of annoying. He has a lot of resources. Let's go with the knight at the back, and I really got to figure out how to win here. So one thing I can do with the skeleton barrel is when I go skeleton barrel, if he goes hunter, I can actually fireball the hunter and potentially get on tower that way. Is it too risky to do right now? Maybe. It might be a little too risky to do right now. A little too aggressive, especially in single elixir. But once we get the double elixir, I think that could be a play that we could think about doing. It's one of those plays that I could sell myself on it. You know what? If we have to do something crazy, a balls to the wall play, that could be the winning play. And just getting a little bit of damage is all we need. Even death damage from the skeleton barrel adds up really, really quickly. So we know he has royal giant, so I'm really hesitant to go with my mortar ever on offense. He has earthquake as well, so maybe he has royal giant and earthquake. Maybe this is my chance to go in. Maybe I can get a couple of shots, but most likely not. I'm going to go with the knight as well. He's got the fisherman. Ooh, this is not looking good, boys. This is not looking good at all. So here, let's go with the spear goblins as well, just in case the fisherman does grab something. It's going to grab the spear goblins and not my musketeer. Let's put on a little bit of pressure here. And actually, you know what? This might be a situation where I could go mortar. So let's go with the fireball here. It will be taking out the hunter. He does get back to... I forgot that he had that. But wait a second. Is the mortar locked? Is the mortar locked on tower? Is it? It does get one shot, and that is not an insignificant shot at all. Oh. This is a problem. Houston, we have a problem here. I'm actually not going to go with my mortar. I'm going to try to see if I can take a little damage to give a little damage. That's what it's all about. Give and take, to and fro. That was a situation, maybe I could have used my fireball a little aggressively there. But this looks fine. It looks like we might get a lock unless he gets the royal giant out. He doesn't get the royal giant out. He goes with the fisherman. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. The pressure's on. This is what you got to do with this deck. You smell a little bit of blood in the water. You got to go in. He just used his log. Now you're going with the goblin gang. You got to keep putting on that pressure. Pressure wins with this deck. And people, do you know what happens when you're under pressure? You either figure out if something's a diamond, or you figure out if something is poop pee. And we just figured out how to win. Let's go, baby! 2-0. This deck, actually, I was hesitant to play with this deck because I'm high up in ladder and I didn't want to lose a lot of trophies. Okay, but so far, 2-0. And that's a deck. He had Earthquake, he had Hunter, he had Electro Spirit, he had Log, all really good cards. And also the Royal Giant, a lot of good cards with a lot of cards to deal with this deck. And you know what? Top, 5,000 maybe? Oh, it's going to take forever to load. Nope, top 5,000. Mortar bait, still alive. And this is why I want to showcase this deck. It's because this deck it's one of those decks that has a lot of outplay potential. Sure, it has bad matchups, but even the bad matchups are winnable. So just putting on that pressure, finding that weakness, finding that crack in the foundation. Isn't there a saying where like wave hitting rock could kill rock? Why do I sound like a caveman saying that? But I think there's a saying. I think there's some type of saying there where there's some type of rock, and if you keep hitting waves, hitting this rock will eventually kill the rock or destroy the rock, or maybe it was about Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I don't know. Whatever it was about, that's what this deck is. It's waves. You just keep pressuring your opponent, and eventually, hopefully, that's when you can get the win. So right now, he does have arrows as well. Let's go with the bar barrel as well on defense. Oh, a lot of skeletons. That one little Larry on the left side, very annoying, making it so I have to play. It's still alive. Wow. It's still alive. That little Larry took half my tower, just one little skeleton. That's not good. That's really, really bad. That's like really, really bad. So now we got to figure out how to win. Right now, he's got the lead. Now the ball's in our court. We got to put a little bit of pressure on my opponent. And how are we going to do that? I think the best way to start is let's go with the mortar. Let's see if he overcommits. He goes with the spear goblins. He has the executioner as well. Yikes, this is a lot of resources for my opponent, and this is not going to be the best for me. This is not going to be... If he can get a P.E.K.K.A in front of this, this could be very, very bad. Even if he goes for a graveyard, this could be a little interesting for me. He goes with the P.E.K.K.A, but he goes with it a little bit... Not in the situation where I thought he was going to go. That's a lot of arrow value I just gave my opponent. He will probably take it, and it looks like he does. Yikes. This is not good. This is not good. So he has the Valkyrie, he has the Executioner, a lot of splash. First red flag. Second red flag, he has arrows, which is really, really good. But does he have anything right now? So he goes with the Valkyrie. He needs something else because so this is a problem, boys. This is a problem. Not only does he have arrows, but he has zap. So he's double small spell. Double small spell is very bad. Very, very bad. Executioner, he's going for the P.E.K.K.A. Okay. We gotta figure out a way to win, and right now I'm struggling to figure that out. It just seems like he has so many options. He does go for the arrows early. Maybe he was going for a little bit of a prediction. I don't exactly know. So let's see if I can get maybe a little bit of pressure. Another knight on the right side. We got a little bit of pressure on the left side with the musketeer. It's probably just gonna die, not the big deal. And then maybe we can defend. Maybe we can get one mortar lock and win this game. Maybe, just maybe. Just maybe. You never know. You never know. We've seen crazier things happen with this deck. We've seen a crazy game today, a crazy comeback today. So maybe another one's in order. Maybe we can get one more. So still no damage whatsoever. Not at all. No, 0 damage. Little fireball action here, and it looks like I'm just gonna have to reset. Let's go with maybe a mortar on the left side. Let's see if maybe we can just get this one lock. All we need is one. All we need is one. And with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, this isn't looking promising. This is not looking promising at all. So Zap comes in. He still has the arrows as well. So we're going to have to over-defend here a little bit. Does he go with the arrows? He finally does go with the arrows. And this looks like it might be a little GG well played for us. I don't really know what we can do. Maybe we can predict something. No, he's going to go with the Valkyrie at the back. Let's try to do... Maybe we can get a crazy fireball here and win the game. You never know. You never, ever know. Anything can happen. The crazier things have happened to me. This is just not looking good. Wait a sec. You smell that? You smell that comeback? Oh, yeah. I smell a little comeback action. He's got a zapper arrow that if he arrows that, that's really good. That's really good. Maybe. No, but he has Valkyrie. Shoot. He has zap too. That's not good. He has bomb. Okay, that's not good either. Is this game winnable? I'm going to go with a big no. I don't really know exactly how to win that. Also, the Fire Spirit. See, every single card in his deck can work against my deck, which is brutal. Which is absolutely brutal to see. Let's see. Just keep putting on that pressure. Maybe, just maybe, we can break through. Skeleton Barrel. Nope, he has the Zap. He always has something for my card. Everything. He has something for everything. Did this guy snipe me? What did I do to this guy? Why do you hate? Why do you hate? It looks like this deck was made to beat the deck that I'm playing. Sure, maybe I could have won if I played perfect defense, but the problem is, even if you play perfect defense with this deck, you gotta either get a mortar lock, you gotta get a skeleton barrel on tower. The death damage of the skeleton barrel is not enough. You can get fireball, sure, but you gotta get a little bit more. And in that match, this is one of the problems with this deck. If you go up against one of those crazy decks that just every single card in their deck is splash, double, like a small spell, a medium spell, it seems impossible. It seems really, really hard, but still, you don't play those kind of matchups all the time. This deck is still really, really fun to play, super free to play, having 5 commons, 2 rares, 1 epic. You can even put in, I guess you could put in Snowball to make it even more free to play, but this is the most free to play deck you can have in Clash Royale. You can max out this deck relatively quickly, and I definitely recommend giving it a try. It's really, really fun to play. It has 2 of my favorite win conditions, the Skeleton Barrel and the Mortar, and yeah, you can really, really do something with this deck. Have crazy comebacks like we saw in the first game, and then you know what, struggle in other matchups like we saw in the last game. So you know what, I hope you guys try out this deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my other mortar video of my favorite mortar deck in Clash Royale, and above me, that's my new video. So check out one of those 2 videos, and I'll see you guys in one of those videos. Deuces.